Hi, good day, Ma'am Elenita. This is Aldrin B. Castañares from BSED English 3A, and today I am going to discuss the topics under video 2. So first, we have historicism. So when we speak of historicism, it's a school of thought that proposes rather that all the reality is the product of the evaluation of historical events. So new historicism is a movement in literary criticism that began in the 1980s. Its main claim is that the themes and meaning of literature are not universal and cannot be derived from the text alone. Rather, they are the product of the author's time and cultural situation. So these critics don't, however, believe people can look at history objectively. So number two is cultural materialism. So when we speak of cultural materialism, it is an approach to literary and cultural analysis that seeks to understand how society and culture influence each other. It views culture as a material force that is shaped by economic and political power structures, and that these power structures are often reflected in literature produced by a society or culture. So this approach also sees literary works as products of their historical context and social conditions, and argues that they can be used to understand the cultural and ideological systems that underpin them. It seeks to understand how meaning is created in literary works and how these works reflect the ideological struggles that occur within a society or culture. So number three is ethnic studies. So ethnic studies concerns itself generally with art and literature produced by many identifiable ethnic groups, either marginalized or in a subordinate position to dominant culture. Post-colonial criticism also, on the other hand, investigates the relationships between colonizers and colonized the period in the period post-colonization. So lastly, we have the queer theory, gender theory. So this is queer theory, gender theory came to the forefront of the theoretical scene first as feminist theory, but has subsequently come to include the investigation of all gender and sexual categories and identities. Feminist gender theory followed slightly behind the emergence of political feminism in the United States and Western Europe during the 1960s. Political feminism of the so-called second wave had as its emphasis practical concerns with the rights of women in contemporary societies. So women's identity and the representation of women in media and culture. And I'm sorry, this that's not the last pala, ma'am, but this is the last one. Fifth, we have the queer theory. A queer theory is not a synonymous with gender theory, nor even with overlapping fields of gay and lesbian studies, but thus share many of their concerns with normative definitions of man and woman and sexuality. Queer theory questions the fixed categories of sexual identity and the cognitive paradigms generated by normative. That is what is considered normal. Sexual ideology. That is or what is considered normal sexual ideology. To queer becomes an act by which stable boundaries of sexual identity are transgressed or reversed, for example, or mimicked, or otherwise critiqued. That's all. Thank you.